fire on the mountain. Aso Rock trembles as Peter Obi and Atiku merges together. I'm talking about big tremble and shock in Aso Rock. But then another news is this. Finally, Arewa seems to be divided because Middlebelt is saying, no, we are no longer part of you. Is this a game from the Aso Rock, or again, how do you think that Obi+Atiku will respond to these two main issues that's happening now?
Thank you very much for that brilliant question, Mr. Real One. I think at this stage, the Fulanis are trembling. Not just Tinubu. The Fulanis are losing their grip on their caliphate. The Fulanis are beginning to see that where they hold strong, the people they have been subjugating for years are beginning to have their eyes open. I am so happy this morning that the Middlebelters are no longer ready to work with the Fulanis who have denied them of their own common right. The Fulanis in the recent years have always invade Jos, invade Plateau, invade Benue, steal the lands of the locals. They go there with guns, they go in form of cattle herdsmen. They chase away these guys who are subsistence farmers. They do not allow them to have access into their farms. These are what the Fulanis have been doing for years. But today, under this Tinubu's regime, they have said enough is enough. That they are no longer to be called Arewas. Don't forget, when the Fulanis wanted to take over the Middlebelt, they said that they were all one, that they were all Arewas. They included Ilorin into a northern state. They included Plateau that does not have anything in common with the Hausa-Fulanis. If you see the Plateau people, you even think they are Calabar. They don't have anything in common with them. But you see what they did? They used that sense of stealing. They abdicated and they subjected them to the rulership of the Fulanis. But today the Middlebelt have said that they had enough, that they will no longer donate their vote to whatever the Fulanis tell them. And I'm happy for them, you know, because they cannot longer see the dividends of why they have followed Fulanis for the last 50 years. The only dividends that they've had is slavery. In Benue today, in Niger today, in Ilorin today, the people who are ruling them are Fulanis. Their emirs, their kings, their own culture has been eroded. If you go to Plateau today, they will tell you that you cannot practice your traditional culture. If you go to Benue State, they will tell you it is forbidden. They are planning to take in Sharia into Benue State. Ilorin has even been completely taken over. Ilorin has been colonized. An unfortunate incident. Now today, they have all woken up. They are saying we will no longer be a slave. We will no longer be a sheep to the shepherd called Fulanis. We are removing ourselves. And of course, Tinubu is trembling. Let me tell you why Tinubu is trembling. Tinubu has sold his own political soul to the Fulanis. And this is why you can see that today, the loudest voice in this administration are the Fulanis. Because in the recent time, Tinubu has been called a traitor. And El-Rufai has been saying that Tinubu is an arrogant, nepotistic leader. They are calling Tinubu a tribal bygone simply because Tinubu did not employ Fulanis in all the sectors of the economy. When Buhari was there, let me show you what was happening. The military head of state was a Fulani man. The NNPC man was a Fulani man. The Minister of Transportation, the Ministry of Civil Defense, the Ministry of Interior, all of these guys were what? They were all Fulanis. Then Tinubu came inside, he said that not be only Una Sabi Dua, he is also now Yorubanizing it. And they are scared. Some of them, I will play you a video at the end of this program. The Fulani are now saying that, hey, Tinubu is using our money to build Lagos State. Why will he be doing this? When Buhari took over 200 billion naira to build a rail from Katsina to Niger, Buhari came out and said that if anybody trouble me, I will run into the Niger and I'll be living there. That after all, Niger is my second home. Imagine such a statement from the president of a sovereign nation. A man who has openly come out to tell you that I have another country and I will build a road that leads to that country. Today, the Fulani are also crying wolf that Tinubu wants to pass a tax reform bill. But that is not enough. Tinubu himself is in trouble, and let me tell you why. Obi has discovered that he cannot single-handedly unseat Tinubu. Obi is a nice man, Obi is a good man, but he does not have the political value alone. And the disgruntled middle belters, the Benues, the Jos, these people are looking for who to follow. And today, just this morning, Obi came out and said that he is ready to put his all to ensure that Tinubu gets on seat. And immediately, the middle belters came out to say that we will support you. Immediately, Atiku also issued and said that I will support you, Obi. As it stands today, that merger between Atiku, Obi, and the middle belters is being finalized. My question to Tinubu is, there is no running place for you. Your end is near. Because today, Fulani and Tinubu are fighting. Because the person that actually gave Tinubu that position is a Fulani man, the INEC chairman, right? Because Nigerians in their large proportion went out, they protested, they said that we no vote for this man. In fact, today Tinubu does not have the legitimacy from the Nigerian people. The Nigerian people have always said that we didn't vote for you. The man that we voted for is Peter Obi. But today, he is there and they have agreed. But Obi has come out to say that come 2027, everything that is takes, that he is ready to put into it, even if it's going to cost him his business. He has said it. He said it this morning on the national TV when he held his press conference. And I think that is the way to go. Because we common Nigerian people cannot continue to suffer. We can no longer afford just common aggregate bread. There is no aggregate bread of 100 naira again. The last time I went to eat in a buka, I didn't know that I have spent up to 1.4. I was calculating 750. And when they told me it's 1.4, I didn't know what to do. I got confused. I only bought 4 pieces of yam and about 1.5 spoons of beans with 2 meat. They told me it was 1.4. I asked them what happened. They said there's no meat 100 naira anymore. That 2 meat is 400 naira. I said, okay, give me pure water. They said 1 pure water is 50 naira. I said, will I start eating without drinking water? That is the administration of Tinubu. Tinubu wants us to eat and shit stone. Tinubu wants us to eat beans and shit stone out of our anus because we are not drinking enough water. Pure water today is now 400. A bag of pure water that used to be 16 naira, 17 naira, it got to a time, it got to 100 naira. A bag of pure water that we drill from the soil, underneath the soil, is now 400 naira. This is where we find ourselves. I am very sure that if this merger comes to life, Tinubu has no way out. Unless, of course, he wants to do what he knows how to do best, which is his political shenanigans, which, of course, are political buyovers. But we, the Nigerian people, are assuring that that will never happen again because we cannot continue like this. Thank you very much. Bye for now.
A revenue generating investment for Nigeria. So it can't be invested in Lagos to the exclusion of other 36 states of this country. If such will be done, then this opportunity should be provided to every other state that, okay, if you want to invest, for instance, Niger State, where I'm originally from, wants to also construct a railway from Mina to Suleja in Abuja. Will this facility also be provided for the people? Will this facility will also be provided for the people of Niger State? Or is it because our president is from Lagos, the CBN governor who will most likely release this money is from Lagos, the accountant general who will sign off this, a Lagos boy, and all the other people that will be responsible for generating this revenue are Yoruba people. So I
But
mean,
Big Daddy,
this is something to be.
Big Daddy,
Mhm.
I don't know how true, though I've seen that news anyway. But do you see it as a bad debt or something that maybe the if possible it is?
It's free money to Lagos. It is. We have FAC allocation going to Lagos already, which is how money is being shared to federating units. The federal government should focus on investing. If the federal government said, okay, we are constructing a railway line from Lagos to Ogomosho, that is another thing entirely. But this is something that is happening inside Lagos for Lagos. And except the federal government decides to inform Nigerians that no, this is an investment. And this is not how they are going to invest. They are going to raise bonds, find ways of raising money to invest in a Lagos state business. The federal government can invest because that's why we have the Ministry of Finance incorporated as a business entity on its own. So they should go and raise their money elsewhere, not through budgetary allocation that is to be used. If they want to invest and generate money, there are other avenues they can generate money, not that through direct budgetary allocation. And we don't know what are the details even of this kind of arrangement. Is it free money to Lagos in addition to the FAC allocation? Will this be done? Will this be provided to other states? What is the basis? What is the rationale for this? You get? And instead of our and I hope that our House of Rep members and senators will not be this will not be allowed to pass until we have an understanding of what are the details of this transaction. It won't be a bad thing if government sees that this is a viable investment and decides that they want to invest in Lagos, in a Lagos state business. It's something that they've done it before. When Lagos state was building port, they invested in it, nobody complained. But this is another what do you kettle of fish entirely, and we need to understand how what are the arrangements that are being done. So for me, really, I think the government needs to look at all these concerns and make sure that people don't abuse their power and find a way to balance things out so that
So in respect to the balancing of things out, when you call all the appointments, Yoruba man, a Yoruba man, but you forget to like talk about the ticket also. The ticket is also a Muslim
which
ticket.
ticket.
The Muslim ticket. Do you see anything wrong
Mm.
in that ticket?
I have said it before now. I said it before that when we were arguing the Muslim ticket, I said it before
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
Nigeria.
Now. Do you see anything? Because since your position is now moving here and there, so do you see anything wrong in that particular ticket?
I don't see anything wrong in a Muslim ticket. Like I've said severally, anybody can wake up tomorrow and decide that they are not Muslim or they are not Christian. But you cannot wake up tomorrow and say, I'm not Yoruba. Or you cannot wake up tomorrow and say, I'm not from Niger State or I'm not from Kaduna State. Except maybe if you have lived somewhere for years and as the law allows, you can naturalize there. But if you are originally from Meduguri, you are from Meduguri. If you are from Northeast, you are from Northeast. And the basis which Nigeria came together is not on the basis of tribe. It is on the basis of nations that are in a specific geographical area that ceded their sovereignty to to the sovereignty of one whole Nigeria. So
What about
there are two
competence?
different things. One is nominal and one is fixed. Hmm?
What about
You said
competence?
what
You
about?
you remove that particular because I see that as a major.
Yes, yes, competence. Are you assuming that competence is only in the DNA of Yoruba people? Nigeria has over 250 million people. Competence is available in Efik, in Ibibios, in Igbo people. In fact, one of the best CBN governors was an Igbo man. So competence is everywhere in this country. So it is not to the exclusion of the Yoruba people. So if the
Sorry,
president
sorry,
searches
sorry,
long
sorry, Big
enough,
Daddy. Big Daddy, you've just been talking. Okay, yes, I agreed. Competence is with every tribe. Yeah, we have competent people in every tribe. Can you please mention one person you feel will have fit in better,
Can I
or
please
which someone who will have been presented that could
mention what?
actually match the is it, I think is it Yemi Cardoso you're trying to compare or someone? Can you just tell us one person as
I
of
don't.
now?
I gave you an example. We have Charles Soludo was one of our best CBN governors. We have Sanusi Lamido Sunusi. We have a lot of people that have been CBN governors that are not Yoruba people. And I'm sure if the federal government asks for CVs today, we have people that have worked in World Bank, African Development Bank. We have people that have worked in various institutions.
So, Big Daddy, are you there? Big Daddy, please.
Tables today of people that are qualified to replace Yemi Cardoso today, they will see that
Hey, Big Daddy, are you there?
you have a.
You kind of you are
Can you
breaking in
hear
and
me?
out.
Easy.
Yeah. You are breaking in and out. So just
Easy.
put
Can
your
you hear me?
yeah, I can.
So I said that the federal government can get a lot of CVs today that they will be able to do a short list. If they like, they can say every tribe to send. If they like, they can say every state to send. If they like, they
It is
can
not about
specify.
every tribe. Cardoso
Okay.
is doing a good job.
So Did they hold on. Just allow Big Daddy because people want to
So
ask him
the
questions.
argument is not about. Let us make it very clear. When I talk, it's very specific. I never said that the people are not competent. That is another different argument that we can argue a different day. I said they are, the bone of contention is that they are from the same tribe.
So
One
Big
tribe
Daddy,
cannot
you are
be.
more
Can,
concerned. You are more concerned about tribe than a competent answer, right?
Of course, there is ethnic loyalty. We all know that our people just came out from their various tribes not over 100 years, in less than 100 years ago. Many of our grandparents lived in villages. You get where they speak to, where they know and relate and married people of the
Okay.
same tribe. There is something called
Big Daddy.
tribal loyalty and ethnic loyalty, and we already have people that are calling themselves Yoruba Nation. If the virus of Yoruba Nation enters into this group of people and they decide that they want to work against this country called Nigeria, it will not all go well for us because they will be able to succeed. They are the ones that are in total control now.
Tinubu seems to be in trouble because there is a new merger now, a formidable one, wherein the Southeasterners, the Northeast, Atiku, and the Middle Belt, who are just recently divorced North. They are saying that they are not part of Arewa. They are saying they want to work hand in hand with Obi+Atiku so that they can unseat Tinubu. Welcome, Mr. Kule. What's your reaction to this
Yeah,
new
yeah,
merger coming out?
yeah. My reaction is if they embark on that route that they planning or the margin, political margin, I think the government in power then need to sit tight because as it is now, the North Central, which has a block, political block, likewise, what they are putting on the table will really shake the president in power now. You talk of the Northeast, likewise. I think with the Atiku influence, I think Tinubu that is in power now needs to re-strategize himself. If not, they will easily sweep him out with this merger. And that is why he himself, and as of now, is not in good time with the Fulanis, as it is. And that's going to be a short, short, what's it called, disadvantage for him. I think the merger, well, if it comes to reality, it will be a good one, and the political space will be very, very good to be tested on that route, and so that it won't be just one man. We have a say all round just for him to come back to the power. Then when we go to do that, the political merger, I think it will put the president in power on his tight toes. That this what's it called, the presidency seat is not just a free meal for anybody to occupy. And thank you. We need that competition. I think it will really work because with the Igbos that are included in that what's it called, the merger, you can't easily write off the Southeast people. You can't, because they have a lot of technocrat people. Nevertheless, they have a shortcoming in electrical, elections process. Because when you look at this same block of the Southeast, they are the highest spenders. You look at them as the highest spender in the PDP. They held PDP, the existence, they are the gas of PDP that time, because when you're talking of the funding of PDP, you give it to the Southeast, right? But the problem is that PDP then, when they're supposed to pay them back with their goodness, what happened? They started cajoling them. That's, I mean, that's when the system of Atiku coming in, that you only use one term, then Obi will use second term, and then really irritated the Southeast and said, no, Obi, you are not meant to be second class citizen. Come first, be the presidential candidate. And Atiku said no. And that was what. So for Atiku to have come back now, he must have realized his mistakes that cost him that cost him and Obi that presidency. I think he allowed Obi to run for that presidency. I think a lot of things will have gone right for them, because if you see the crowd, Obi moved. The crowd, they moved. Crowd puller, the crowd, they pulled from that is labor alone. A lot of from the west here, from the south here, from the north, everybody came together that they want a change of governance away from the PDP, away from APC, away from ABGA, away from, and I see that disadvantage, the advantage they lost then. And Atiku will have just, have a free right to, maybe by supporting Obi, but this time around, I think the collaborations will work a lot, and it will shake the government in power.
So, Mr. Kule,
Yeah.
This merger for me, I think is going to be a crackdown on Tinubu's political sagacity, a serious test. But on a final note, do you think Tinubu will find a means to sow a seed of discord? Because Tinubu thrives by ruling people through divide and conquer.
So what?
Through divide and conquer. I mean, this merger now, Obi this morning was on national TV, he spoke. Atiku yesterday spoke. And then some Middlebelters have been speaking for the past 2 weeks. Do you think Tinubu, maybe because he's the president, but do you think without rigging, do you think he might be able to defeat this guy?
I look at Tinubu as a master joker, right? The strategy he has been using, never forget that Atiku has been with Tinubu for a while. They have been together under Shehu Musa Yaradua. That was the late Yaradua, the eldest one, who happens to be the political godfather of the North then. And when Atiku was an errand, was one of the prodigy of the Yaradua, Tinubu created a space that makes him to be more even closer to Shehu Yaradua. And that was the lobby, part of the Tinubu lobby. And Obasanjo, that was what makes them to give, what's it called, Abiola, the presidency of, so the stake of the Yaradua, and what Yaradua learned from what Atiku learned from the Yaradua, and what Tinubu learned from the Yaradua family. I think it works a long way. And I think Tinubu now has to re-strategize, as I said, because these power brokers, I'm talking of the power brokers of the Atiku, then Obi himself, he has the followers. Obi is gaining ground as it is now with this Pharaoh Timmy, or what's it called? that he went there to, I mean, stand for his shorty and to bail, to bail him, and that one alone, at least, there's a lot of crowd that he will pull to his, agenda, and I think where the cap or where the heat will be is on the current president, which is Tinubu, and he has to work harder and re-strategize.
Thank you very much.
That is where when he wants to retain that seat. The joker I'm seeing now, or the amalgamation I'm seeing coming together of this. So, actors were saying, I think it will be a tough order for him to ride on that presidency again easily. It will be a tough order. So he has to work hard, because these guys, we can't just sideline them like that. They are political guru too. They understand the rudiment, and Obi has learnt his lesson. They said once beaten, twice shy. So that system, that's one beaten, twice shy, will come into the system likewise. So you've beaten us once, but this time around, we want to get all the.
Now it's a matter of do or die affair for Obi.
But not do or die of our former president's type.
No. Thank you very much.